Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Well, it's warm, but not too warm. It's sunny, but not too sunny. It's just right. Okay, yesterday I was in pathetic shape. You may have noticed. What happened is I had an insomnia attack for about a week, and I thought, man, I can't stand this. I've had no sleep. I don't even know how I could function. And I had lots of errands and stuff to do. And I had this insomnia, and I just like threw on these old clothes. I was a disgrace. It was a real disgrace. And it's really bad because once in a while people recognize me. And so they might be saying, you know, Rhoda's no fashionista. I've been studying fashion, you guys. This is one of my new, I remember when I was studying the secret doctrine, and you know, I will study something for months, sometimes years. I studied nursing for years. That was well worth my study. But I love Chanel, and I love Versace. And I thought, wow, I can never love anything better. Well, guess what? I kind of really love Tom Ford. And so, you know, what I did recently is I watched video after video after video on Hollywood, on Beverly Hills. And I really didn't know where some of these looks were coming from until I started watching Tom Ford videos. Then suddenly it all kind of made sense. So, and his stuff is expensive, but you know, it's doable. Even Chanel, I can buy secondhand Chanel watches and stuff. I like the tank watches. So, you know, I believe there's going to be a market for vintage luxury items. So that is one thing I am up to. Okay, now so, you know, I had an insomnia attack, and I said, you know what it is? It's this effing diet. That is not true. I have insomnia. Sometimes I watch my videos, you know, they go back 8 years, and I remember those insomnia attacks. This one was real bad too. So last night I knocked myself out with Benadryl, and I never do that because it loses its effectiveness. And I think if I ever really needed it, I couldn't. I don't like heavy duty sleeping pills. The doctors used to take Benadryl, but they knew it would wear off too. Let me roll up my window. The kids are just getting out of school. So I knocked myself out with Benadryl today, so I'm like a space cadet. I'm in the good area. Notice I'm in some shade. So my garden is going well, you guys. I cannot believe it. So this is, where did I write this? Where is it? I got so many notebooks. I can't remember anything. Okay, the garden, I have tomatoes, pepper, and mint. So the goal of the garden would be tomatoes, peppers, and onions. So I was dehydrating. Oh, look, I brought to you. So this is my dehydrated carrots, 2 carrots. You can dehydrate in your oven, just go down to a low 250 degrees and keep an eye on them. Also, if you want to grind meat, you can grind your meat in your blender. Just cut it in small chunks, and it has a setting, grind, and just press the grind. I might try to, I want to try to dehydrate some hamburger. I think textured soy is a good thing to stockpile. Yeah, I would eat it if I was desperate, and only if. So, today, I'm not doing too much shopping for the rest of the year for my eBay because I like jewelry, accessories, and coats. So, you know, I have bought all the coats in, you know, I bought them all, you guys. So now I want to stop in case, you know, it's starting to get cold. Also, you get a better price in the wintertime when it's blazing hot here, which is all year. So, today, all I have to do is walk. I'm going to start cooking a few things for Halloween. My son's best friend was murdered, not last year, the year before, on Halloween. And I thought, you know, I used to have so much fun on videos and, you know, on Halloween. So I thought, well, you just have to do the best you can. You can't say to yourself, well, I want to ruin my whole life because this really awful thing happened. It's like evil is prevailing. So I want to try to make some banana bread. You know, I have those bananas. I think that'd be good. And some popcorn balls, because we love popcorn balls and they're cheap too. I will make some chili of some sort, and I will be dehydrating. And what I want to do is get used to putting that dehydrated food in my dinners. You know, like when you make those beef, somebody left some really good comments about that beef pasta stuff. It was beef pasta, onion rings, and corn. I go, yeah, that would be good. But when I make tuna casserole, I want to like put, they say you can just dehydrate your frozen vegetables, but why hydrate your frozen vegetables? You know, unless maybe your power might go out in your area. I'm looking for some nice canister type jars to put my dehydrated stuff in. And then I want to just start putting a little bit in my top ramen or anything, soup, whatever I make, to get some. I remember in the day, you know, I was raised Mormons, and the ladies used to make apple pies out of dehydrated apples. If you're not a dehydrating expert, like I'm not, I do dehydrate some good beef jerky though. I do that in the oven. But at 250, and I just dehydrate the meat. You know, I get the thin cut beef. It's already cut thin, and I dehydrate it in the oven. That's very delicious. But I want to try, I can buy dehydrated fruit out here pretty easily, but trying to find the dehydrated vegetables is not so easy. And also I want to mention something about the paleo diet. When I first went on the paleo diet, it made me feel so rotten. It was a misery, actually. And now I'm thinking, it was like kind of maybe like a bad withdrawal from the poisonous food. So, or, you know, just feeling really rotten. I mean, and it was only one day. It's in a way the easiest diet I've ever been on, because the next day I eat anything I want. But it was so, on my regular eating days, I'm trying to cut down on dairy. I think what happened there is when I was on the low carb diets, eat all the cheese you want. But when I went off those low carb diets, eating all the cheese I want caused a lot of problems. One of the reasons that I decided to try this paleo is because I ran into this woman. You know, we were outside of the hair shop, and I said, my gosh, you know, were you wealthy at one time? And she said, no. I go, well, I'm looking at your body. Now, if you meet me, this is bad, because I'm going to give you a head to toe assessment. And I gave myself head to toe assessments, and I thought, uh-oh, this is not good. So her body looks so young, and she goes, no, I'm on the paleo diet. And so I've been on it for a while, and I tell you guys, nothing like it. Probably with, I was never thin, nor would I want to be at my age, but I prefer to have a slender body, not skinny, not model-like. nobody can compete with those supermodels anyway, but rather on the slender side. So she said, yeah, and she was a purist. I don't know about that, but I'm trying to bring my non-diet days more paleo-like, and less carbs like bread. They don't allow potatoes. You can have sweet potatoes. So, you know, it's just a lot of it ridiculous. So I actually like sweet potatoes, but when I was on the paleo diet, I don't like them. But, you know, one of the things that's nice to do is 99 Cent only has big, huge bags of French fries, but I'm going to maybe some tater tots. And then the sweet potato fries, because those are easy. Another thing on the paleo diet that I really like, you guys, is the salads. I have lettuce and carrots, tomatoes, and some kind of meat, you know, roasted meat. So that really kind of works. So I don't have to look like a raving beauty, but it sure does feel good. The feeling of being slender is a good feeling. The feeling of packing a lot of weight in your middle is really bad. So I have hopes, and then hopefully I will be able to travel a little. I used to travel a lot. For a while there, I could travel almost anywhere in the U.S. for $200. And it was safe, $200 round trip. It was safe too. It's not safe right now, I don't think. But eventually this will, we might be headed for one more visit of the great illness. So I'm being careful just a little bit longer. Okay, you guys, I will be back tonight. It's a paleo night, so I'll do the best I can. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.